Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. This is your reading for April. We're going to get 3 cards here, Sagittarius. See what's coming through. I'm going to be discontinuing the zodiac readings, the extended as well. I'm going to get 3 cards for those who are on Patreon until the end of this promotion. We have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, Sagittarius. And thank you for those of you who have supported my Patreon. It's just time for me to go a different direction, especially with the channel. So, and it's not, you guys are probably not even going to notice, but it's some big, speaking of the 10 of Pentacles, money moves that I'm making. And it's not really money moves. It's more just like priorities. I said this to Leo. I said the same thing to Leo. There may be something here for like you, Sagittarius, as well when it comes to how you're like prioritizing your, not investments, but your like investment of yourself. I'm sorry I have my eyes closed. I've been spreading myself way too thin. I have like so many things going on, and there are things that are important to me, like so important to me. And I know you'll understand this, Sagittarius. I feel like I'm talking to some Sagittarius people that are looking to live the dream with the 10 of Pentacles, and you know that along that journey to the 10 of Pentacles, there's going to have to be some, it's like you're going to have to swerve. With the Knight of Wands is a card of spontaneity. And with the 7 of Swords, it's almost like, I'm not seeing the 7 of Swords as like deception or anything. I'm seeing it as like a bump in the road. Like you're on your way to the 10 of Pentacles, and it's almost like you're hitting potholes. But that's just part of it, right, Sagittarius? We know that. With the Judgment card and the 2 of Wands, what I'm seeing here is you're like looking for answers on what your next steps are, and you're looking to your angels for that information. Like you're looking for a wake-up call is the wrong word. It's more like you're looking for answers on what your next steps will be. And I feel like the advice is to, I'm kind of seeing this as like off-roading with the Knight of Wands to the 7 of Swords. It's like your guides and your angels have given you this like ATV, and you're just, it's like, I'm seeing a couple things. It's like you're going through this uncharted land as well. You could be a pioneer of some kind in a particular industry, or a certain mindset, or even like a certain way that you want to live your life. You could be kind of living more of an alternative lifestyle, perhaps. I'm seeing you being, it's like people are looking at you with the 7 of Swords like you're doing something that they wouldn't do, is how I'm seeing this. And so with the Knight of Wands, it's kind of just saying, be spontaneous to what your angels and guides are telling you to do at this time, because they might pivot you. Like, for example, I felt like I was told multiple times, throughout the past 2 years that I've been doing zodiac readings on this channel from my guides to go a different direction with what I was doing, just as an example for you, Sagittarius. And I opened up my Patreon and I closed it. I opened it and I closed it. I opened it and I closed it. I think I did that 3 times. I'm pretty sure. It was at least twice. Let me say that. And, you know, just being totally honest with you, Sagittarius, it's like these readings take me like 2 weeks of the month to do. And they're only monthly readings, right? Whereas creating evergreen content, this is just an example, for my podcast, these are episodes that somebody can watch 5 years from now. I do 4 of those a month. The amount of time and energy that it takes me to do 4 evergreen episodes is like still only like a quarter of the energy that it takes me to do these zodiac readings, and these just passed away in a month. And I'm not saying that this is not important work. And that's why I kept doing the zodiac readings, because I felt like I need to get messages to the collective. But my point is, I do feel like my angels kept telling me to make a change, and I listened multiple times, and I went back on it multiple times, and I swerved in and out multiple times here. So my point is, Sagittarius, that if you're somebody, which I think that you are, on your way to the 10 of Pentacles, which is like you living your best life, essentially, having your life the way you want it to be, right? Being able to even take a vacation if you want to because you have some extra money, whatever it may be for you, Sagittarius, it's your life vision, how you see your life, the way you want it to go. They're going to be talking to you on what steps to take so that you can get here. And with the Knight of Wands, it's asking us to be flexible in those plans. Plans with the Two of Wands, it can be a card of planning. And with the Judgment card, it's like it may even be a little bit unorthodox, the way that you achieve this dream. And so they're asking you just to stay flexible. The Seven of Swords to me is also kind of a going through the side door kind of an energy, in the positive, meaning there are other ways that we can achieve extraordinary things with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it may be easier than you think it is, Sagittarius, because your angels are going to guide you through these unorthodox ways of achieving this goal. Like, he's stealing the swords away from his enemies so that they can't use them against him. So using that in this example, it's like you're going about tackling this dream in a different sort of a way. Like, for somebody else, they may have felt like, well, I have to go to college and I have to become a doctor because that's how I'll make all this money. Not necessarily, right? Like, you could have dropped out of college, become an entrepreneur, and you could be making 3 times what a doctor makes. I'm just saying, it's one example out of many I could give. With the Seven of Swords, it's just like an alternative route to defeating something or someone. And what you're defeating probably here with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is a traditional way of accomplishing something. You are a Sagittarius, and you're able to see things from many different vantage points. Like, to me, Sagittarius is the sort of a sign that you could be a lawyer or work in the corporate world for 15 years and then just be like, I'm gonna leave this I'm gonna put the business suit aside. I'm gonna leave the corporate world, and I'm gonna go, start a nonprofit in Haiti or something. I feel like Sagittarius just marches to the beat of their own drum, right? I'm actually getting that phrase that many roads lead to God, and you're a Sagittarius. I feel like if any sign is going to understand the complexity of that, a Sagittarius would, because, in religion, for example, in Christianity, for a super example, is that, they believe there's only one way to God, which is through Jesus Christ. But I feel like, just as an example, Sagittarius, this is like many different roads all lead to God, sort of an energy here. But apply that to where it applies for you. It's like many roads can lead to this Ten of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting. Card number 1 is the Tower. See, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands is kind of like a shocking, how do I say this? It's almost like a car chase or something that it's coming through. It's coming through as just a lot of swerving. I just keep seeing swerving over potholes. I'm seeing loopholes even. I'm not nothing illegal or anything, Sagittarius. I'm just saying, metaphorically speaking, it's like I think people are going to be shocked with the Tower that you were able to achieve something the way that you achieved it with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, the Tower can be shocking. And with the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands, you know, people might even accuse you of, like, doing something. I don't think it's that they're accusing you that you did something wrong. I think it's almost like people may even wonder if you did something wrong, because it's almost like, it's just, there's something shocking here about the way you achieved this Ten of Pentacles. And it's because you're following this unconventional path with your angels. And it's like you're listening with the Two of Wands for their go-ahead, for their plans. And most people don't live like that, Sagittarius. Most people have, you know, they kind of have a straightforward plan with the Two of Wands. Like, you know, they, you know, whatever. Just as an example, like, say you graduate high school, you go to college, you go to medical school, whatever. That's how you get to the Ten of Pentacles. But there's something here about you taking orders, you taking plans from your angels, and it's causing you to do this kind of swerve sort of stuff where it's like you're swerving through the potholes, or you're going different directions than other people would go with the Seven of Swords. You're doing things differently than other people would do them. You're even solving problems in a different way than other people would do them. That's why it's shocking. Yeah, it's not that people think you're doing something wrong. It's that people are shocked that something could happen this way. I don't know how else to say it. Card number 2 is the Strength card. See, another card of, like, doing something extraordinary that people don't normally do, like being a lion tamer, for example. It's like, it's that energy again. We also have Leo and Scorpio here. Those signs could be significant for you, Sagittarius. But I am seeing this. It's almost like you swerving those potholes. It created a monster in you. It's kind of like it made you into this daredevil with the Strength card. I'm seeing that here. Where it's like with the Knight of Wands, because this is a fire energy, it's like you saw that you were able to pull something off in a different way that other people don't pull it off. And so it created this, like, confidence in you with the Strength card, almost like an invincibility factor. Like, you have this level of confidence that's, like, almost not human, or people would even be shocked with the Tower that you have this sort of confidence. Like, it's not, you don't see this every day. Like, do you see somebody putting their hands into a lion's mouth? Like, that's not something you see every day. And I feel like that's what it's going to feel like for other people as they're looking at you accomplishing this Ten of Pentacles. Right? It's even hard for us to believe, right, Sagittarius? Like, our angels could, you know, we may receive an idea or to do something a certain way, but it doesn't seem possible, right? Like, it's whatever. I don't know. I feel I'm having a hard time even explaining it because it's so elusive and it's so particular to every single person. Like, it's different for every single person, like how your guides talk to you, how your angels talk to you, how you receive information, the language that you use between you and the universe. Like, the universe speaks to us all in the ways that make sense most to us, right? So I feel like what these achievements that you've already achieved, like you swerving over these potholes and just coming out okay again and again and again, and it's like it's built up a confidence in you, is my point with the Strength card here. It's made you, it's like it's created a monster in the best of ways. With the Strength card, it's almost as if you are like this maverick. It's like you've become this unstoppable force because you have seen, it's like you've tested your theory. You've tested that things, it's kind of like this guy stole the swords, and then you're like watching from your car, like you're watching the enemy's camp, which is, that's what this card is. The enemy's camp is in the background, and he's taking their swords so that they can't get him. So it's like, imagine you took these swords, you're sitting in your car from, a high level hill, like, sorry, I'm having a hard time talking. It's Mercury retrograde, guys. Like you're looking down onto the enemy's camp, and you're watching them be shocked that you like stole all their stuff, sort of a thing here. And it's almost like it's creating this like mischievous energy. That's what it is. It's not that you've done anything wrong here. You haven't stolen anything. It's just, it's kind of like a cheeky energy of like, I got away with that sort of a thing, or like I pulled this off, or they said I couldn't do this and I could, like, look at me with the Strength card. It's funny. It's not, it's not anything like bad. It's just, it's kind of like, that's what they get, sort of an energy. I don't know how else to say it. Card number 3 is the Nine of Pentacles. See, this really could be like financial for some of you, like going from the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. This is giving self-made. But what I'm seeing here with the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is like, okay, let me say this. Let me say this first. I'm seeing you accomplishing shocking with the Tower and extraordinary with the Strength card things. With the 9 of Pentacles, it's like you're achieving these shocking and extraordinary things almost like by yourself, is kind of how I'm seeing this, like self-made sort of an energy here. It's the 9 of Pentacles is a card of like, it is an element of like self-sufficiency. It's not saying like, oh, I'm doing this all on my own, but it's kind of like the same, energy as the Strength card. Like, see how she's standing with the lion? I feel a lot of this is internal with yourself. It was like proving to yourself that you could do something. Like, for an example, this energy of like swerving potholes, doing things differently than everybody else thinks you should, achieving the impossible. That's kind of like the story of any book that you'll read on any entrepreneur or any person that did anything kind of off the beaten path, right? It's always going to be seen as like risky or whatever, right, Sagittarius? And I feel like it was more that you've been proving your own theories to yourself. Like, you knew, you had the confidence with the Strength card and the 9 of Pentacles. You knew that you could do things that were shocking even to yourself, but I feel like you're finally starting to see what you're really capable of because you're walking it out in a very tangible 3D world way with the 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles are, it's like observable, like you have a nice car or something. Like, just as an example with the 9 of Pentacles, like she has money, and it doesn't have to just be money, but it's like there's a tangibility with the Pentacles where people wouldn't have to read your book. They'd kind of like just know that you're successful, sort of a thing. Anyways, I feel like the shock though for yourself, more than just that you can trust yourself and that you've grown your confidence. I feel like the next big shock for you is that you're going to see that whatever you're already doing that's successful with the 9 of Pentacles, it's going to become this 10 of Pentacles. Like, it's going to go up another level. because of some sort of like plans with the Two of Wands that your angels and guides are showing you or giving you. It's like it's going to take you to the next level is what I'm seeing. All right, Sagittarius, I love you. I'm going to go over and do your extended. Remember that, you know, that this is my last one. So I'm going to be closing down. I'm going to be closing shop on these zodiac readings, but I'll see you on the channel for collectives and for the show. I love you so much, Sagittarius, and I wish you luck in all of your endeavors. Take care.